Hi, this is Sherri. I'm coming at you from the mountains. Um, I'm going to tell you before I let you take a peek around. Not only am I shown in my dreams the messages that I'm supposed to be speaking about the animal totems, but I guess I'm being shown where I'm supposed to go next, as far as where we're going to do our weekly reading. Because last night in my dream, I was watching someone I love. He was watching this girl, and I saw trees and I saw snow, and she was very high, and I thought to myself, oh, he must be in the mountains. And then I was looking at her and she was floating in the sky, like floating above everything. And I thought, she must be very spiritual. And then I realized, it's you. He's watching you. Because I'm very lucid in my dreams. I'm watching my dreams, but I'm also in them. So I thought, that's my clue. I'm supposed to go to the mountains. And clearly the spirituality part was popping out because this is where I was supposed to do our weekly reading. So I'm going to show you where we are. We are in Idylwild, and I parked down below, and look at this tree. Isn't that incredible? Oh, I wanted to get a view of that mountain, and I wanted to get an upper view like what I saw in my dream. But every time I got high enough, I got to a dead-end street, and it was private property, and I thought, shoot, where am I going to go? So I said to Spirit, show me where to go. And I saw these raccoons on a post, and I thought, go there. So I went there, and I got to the end of this little cul-de-sac, and there was a sign that said property for sale, and there was nothing there, and I thought, climb it. So I have hiked up with very slippery boots, mind you, up to this spot, and I kept, like I said, I kept getting to where I wanted to see that. I'm gonna get up and walk around, show you a bit, but I wanted to get a view of that. But then I saw this tree, and I thought, oh, and then I saw this little stump that I'm sitting on, and I thought, this is it. So the animal that we're going to be speaking about today is the squirrel. And it's interesting, I started to record this video and it stopped, so please allow this to continue. But as I was trying to get it to start up again, there was a squirrel fight right around the corner. They were having, I don't know if it was a fight, but they were having quite a discussion. So I'm going to let you guys look as I look around because it's so incredibly gorgeous here. And let's see if we can find any of our squirrels or anybody else that might want to show up while we're doing this reading. So basically the squirrel says, what you sow is what you will reap. So they're asking you to take care about choosing the seeds that you are planting. Are you planting what you want to sow or what you want to reap? Are you sowing what you want to reap? Be careful about what you're doing. They're talking about if squirrel comes scampering into your life, it's a message to have more fun. So climbing up in the mountains, climbing up that tree, sounds like fun for me. So it was a message to me as well. Maybe you've been taking life too seriously. You've forgotten that playing is also not only important, but it's vital. It's vital to play. It's all part of manifesting. It also may be a signal that you have got to take a little, maybe some practical looks ahead to retirement, insurance. Do you have to pay your taxes or get them together? Or, any matters that have to do with things of practicality. Maybe you're supposed to be taking, simple repairs. Do your tires need to be checked? That's a message to me because I just heard that in my head. Check your tires. I'll check my tires before I go back down the mountain. But little repairs possibly. So basically it's like, are you adequately prepared in your life for what you need? Also, it might be a signal letting you know that you need to lighten your load of things that are no longer necessary in your life. You know how squirrels are famous for gathering things. So have you been gathering up a bunch of stuff? Maybe thoughts, feelings, old stuff that no longer serves you a purpose in your life right now, or maybe even just stuff that's clattering up your space. My daughter said to me yesterday, I'm cleaning out the garage, and she sent me some pictures of some things that she found. So there's a message there. If you clean up your area, your shed, your garage, even your thoughts, even things that you're doing, you might find some things that you have lost or forgotten about, things that that you could use right now. And maybe you're going to be finding a lot of stuff that you don't need. So get rid of it. Give it away, donate it. Make room for new energy. That clearing out the energy opens up for new energy to come into your physical space and into your mental space as well. Sorry, I'm out of breath because it's kind of high up here, and I hiked really quickly to get to this spot. What else? They're talking about, not only is it items that you might be gathering in thoughts, but maybe worries and stress and anxiety that you've been collecting. And it's time to just let it go. You know, time to clear it out. Last night we had the full moon, and I did my full moon release, and man, I feel amazing today. I did the longest list last night, and it just kept going in my mind. I was going through everything, you know. I no longer wish to carry this. I release this. I release this. And it felt really, really good. So it energetically, it does a lot for your mind. It does a lot for the physical energy in your space as well. Also, if you're a squirrel, if that's your totem, you're a person who's very resourceful, and you've got a way of manifesting the things that you need in your life for right now, but as well as in the future. You've got a knack for being able to do that. Squirrel people have the energy. That's, I mean, think about it. Think about a squirrel. They tend to be a little erratic. They'll be, you know, cruising along on a fence, and then they'll flip around and go the other way. They're very quick. I posted a video yesterday of this squirrel that, I guess this nature person had a video camera set up to record the different wildlife, and the squirrel snagged it, and he was running, and it took it, and it was so funny because you see his little feet, you can see his claws and everything as he runs along the ground. He's running across the field, the guy's running after him, and he's got this camera, and he runs up the tree, and he's going along the branches, and he's like going one direction and then down the other direction. I mean, they turn on a dime. So it talks about, you know, your energy is a little bit erratic, and you tend to be, trying to maneuver and do a lot of things at one time. And you actually have the ability to be able to do that, but you might look a little bit frenetic to others, possibly. So they're asking you to possibly take a little time to stop and pause and listen to your inner self and focus on what's inside, on what your thoughts are. And take a look at how things are coming up. What is it that your higher self wants you to hear? That maybe you've been so busy doing a million other things that you're not listening. Or maybe there's messages that have been coming to you that you've been kind of like pushing to the side because you've got all these other things on your mind right now. You know, you think about the squirrel. This is a fact that is not common, that I thought was very interesting to tell you. Squirrels actually are only able to find 10% of the nuts that they squirrel away. Did you know that? So they have the tendency to over-prepare. So as a squirrel person, you might have the tendency to feel like you've got to get everything all ready right now. You over-prepare on items. So they're basically saying, don't be a workaholic. Balance is necessary. You know, you don't have to get everything perfect before you can move forward. And also the fact that they are not able to find all of their nuts, they don't even know. You know, they've got so many that they've gathered up that, you know, they can't possibly use them all anyway. So they're actually left behind for food for others, as well as they're left to grow into trees or plants that are left, you know, because they've been left in the soil to grow. So this talks about, you know, that's where you get the adage, what you sow, you will reap, because clearly the nuts, even the ones that fell on the ground, are now growing into something. But it also talks about that we have reaped from our own hard work, but we're so busy moving forward that we don't even realize the benefits that come to others from our hard work. We've gone on, you know, but the work that we have been doing is benefiting others. So it's like you as a squirrel person, you may not even realize all that you have done. So it's kind of like a pat on your back, but also it doesn't even really matter because you're just moving forward, and that's your path. You know, you're busy working, and if others can benefit from the work that you do, that's awesome. Also, they talk about squirrels being very sociable. They're very vocal, as I said. Now, right now, as we're speaking, no one's having a discussion, so possibly in a little while they will. But so it talks about using your vocal abilities and skills to express yourself. And it reminds you to communicate effectively and honor ones with your presence, and rather than dishonor people with, you know, rude behavior. So it's talking about appropriately using your ability of speech. Just because you're a verbal communicator, or you're able to use, like some people aren't very good at words, or they're not very good at communicating. So the ones that are may barrage them, or they may beat them up, or, you know, may come flying out. And so it's saying don't be inappropriate with your ability, but use your ability in a way to love and guide and help. So what else for squirrel? Squirrel, notable for squirrel people, their energy. Now they're talking. Their passion. See, they said that when I said energy. Their passion, expression, and vitality. These are things that stand out for squirrel. So, I'm sorry. I am a little nervous. I'm not going to say it again, but I don't want the video camera to decide we're done. So we're going to move forward with our reading. And what we're going to use is the Archangel Power. It's been such a long time. I usually use the Archangel Power deck when I'm in Sedona. And I'm in the mountains now, so I decided I'm going to use these again. So the first message that we get, let's see, how am I going to do this? I've got quite a few. So I think I'll do this. I'm going to set this up like this. Oops, maybe not. I'm dropping everything. I thought I would try and do what I did in the boat, you know? So I'm going to set it up and I'm going to show us. I hope you guys have a good view because I want you to be able to see things while I'm talking. I've been trying to figure out different ways to do the readings so that I can have both hands so you guys can see. And here, can you see that? Please tell me I'm doing this correctly. What we have, hold on, I'm gonna do it this way because my fingers were in the light. This is Archangel Raphael speaking, and it's decision. Release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox. Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. Okay, so I am nervous that you're not seeing this correctly, so I'm gonna actually hold it. I hope that this is good. So what we see is a woman. She's holding. This is Archangel Raphael. She's holding a cage, a gilded, golden cage, and from it are doves flying out. They're all escaping and off to their freedom, flying away. But there's one that's sitting inside the cage. So it's basically saying, look at all around her. She's got a castle. She's got beautiful roses, a manicure garden. Everything's beautiful around her. So what they're saying is, don't hold yourself back. You feel for some reason that you're stuck, that you can't move forward. But because the cage door is open, they're clearly telling you that this is only in your head. Everyone else has flown free, right? But you're sitting in the cage. So they're saying, don't be afraid. Fly. Go. This is your time. What is it that's keeping you from going in the direction of your heart's desires? What is it that's keeping you and your thoughts locked in this cage? Because the cage door is open. You have the ability to move forward. You've got your spiritual wings, right? So use them. So fly is what they're saying. Don't allow yourself to feel like you're stuck. And if you feel like there's anything that's hindering your progress, or any limitations that you've had, basically what they're saying is these things are soon going to be going away, because what we're trying to tell you is this is self-created. These are thoughts that you're having in your own head. You're really not as stuck as you think you are. These are self-created fears. So they're saying that's the good news, because now you can, once you realize that, you can free yourself. Now maybe you need a little bit of help. Maybe you need spirit to help you move forward and overcome the fears. So you can call upon Archangel Raphael specifically, or any of the other angels or the Creator, to help you deal with this fear. It also talks about possibly a need to detox. So that's the same kind of thing. It could be a physical, but also to me it's the same kind of thing as far as detoxifying, your negative thoughts and feelings, right? So I think that's that for that card. I'm going to let you guys look around while I decide which. These are not all in the right order, otherwise I could just start talking about it. But it's funny because what we're getting, the next one, is the Eight of Michael. And it's kind of like a back-to-back message is what we're getting. So this is double confirmation that this has been an issue for us. And you can see Archangel Michael standing behind this girl, and she's got the gate. Now look, she's at the gate. The gate's open, but she's standing there. So he's basically saying you can be free. Make a courageous choice to change the direction. You're not seeing things correctly. There's something that's holding you back. What is it? What's holding you back? Is it your fear? Is it the self-created illusion? Is it lack of self-confidence? You need to ask Spirit for courage. Again, they're asking you. And they want you to commit to your circumstances. They want you have a direction that you want to go, so commit to it and make plans to start moving in that direction. Don't allow this fear. There's a raven. Magic and miracles. Don't allow this fear to hold you back. You've got the ability to move forward, they're saying. So, oh, wow. I want you guys to see. Raven, magic and miracles. So it's basically telling you, own the fact that the raven totem showed up right then. It's own your own power. You have the ability. You're not seeing things clearly. This is self-sabotage that you're doing. There's no one else that's stopping you from moving forward but yourself. So stop. Step into your power. Recognize who you are. Recognize where you come from. Recognize the strength that you have and use it. and fly forward. Both of these are speaking about freedom. So it's talking about, you know, you're stuck in this place, but it's your own doing that's doing this. It's your own fear. So you need to rise above it and own your own power. Okay, so the next message we have is strength. And this is Archangel Ariel. And you see she's sitting with a lion. The lion is speaking about courage and strength. But there's a dove above the lion as well. The dove represents harmony and peace. The message is strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. So now think about that. I'm going to keep this camera going this way because who knows what's going to fly down. They're basically telling you that you have great strength, which is the lion, and courage, which is the lion. But they're showing you with the angel and the dove that you also have great compassion and understanding and kindness. That's the gentleness. And doves bring about harmony and peace. So you've got these gifts that are in you. But they're also talking about possibly you need to show yourself these attributes or gift these things to yourself. You are a courageous, strong person, and you're a gentle, loving, compassionate person, and you see the good in others and you give of yourself, but you need to also make sure that you're giving this back to yourself. So it's all about balance, you know, a give and take. Make sure that it's coming back as well as it's going out. Also, as they show the lion, they're saying that you're stronger than you think you are. You know, remember the first two messages we got, self-imposed fear and lack of self-confidence. You're stronger than you think you are. Stop focusing on your weakness and start thinking about the gifts and strength that you actually have. You're stronger than you believe. Also, they could be saying that the situation that you're in, as I look at the lion and the Serengeti, I'm thinking difficult terrain. So I'm thinking maybe the situation it's a difficult situation, but it's requiring a soft and gentle touch, maybe a more sensitive approach. That's why they show the angel. And the lion isn't growling, the lion is lying at peace. And there's a dove flying above it. So the words that keep coming to me are peace, love, and harmony is what you want to achieve. And the courage comes from the lion. So that's talking about you've got the courage to stay strong in the face of these challenges, whatever they are, and you can maintain this sense of peace. And they're asking for patience, forgiveness, as we were brought about before, and also that you will be influential not through roaring as the lion, but being peaceful like the dove. And that is your strength. Use it. So they're saying use this. That is your greatest strength for the situation. All right. So the next message. Man, it's hard for me to catch my breath. I didn't really climb that high, I have to admit, but I was climbing fast and I thought, oh my God, it's like when I first go back to Sedona after I haven't been there for a while and I completely lose my breath. It's embarrassing, actually. You know, if I'm hiking with somebody, they're like, really? I thought you were a hiker. You know, I am, but I haven't been for quite a while. And like I said, I came up fast up this hill, but still, it's pretty lame. I should be hiking a lot more. That's a message to me. This is a good place. I'm going to go for a hike after this and really work myself. But you know when you get that tickle in your throat when you're hiking and you're out of breath? That's what I've got. Okay, next message. 7 of Ariel. This is a cool one. This reminds me of Canada. This looks like Bouchard Gardens, these beautiful gardens here in Victoria, Vancouver Island, where I came from. What they're saying is you've invested wisely. They're telling you to have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for the next endeavor. You can see this guy, he's got a staff and he's got a crystal at the top. The crystals have been coming to me a lot lately in my dreams. They talk about higher learning. And see the book too. You can see that his garden has grown beautifully and he's done very well. But he's got a book, so he's not like sitting there doing nothing. He's thinking about what he's planning next. He's thinking about where am I going next? What am I growing? He's got his staff and he's ready for the next adventure. Right? And he's got a big smile. He's stoked. He's happy with himself, very pleased. 7 means you're on the right path. Ariel, very, very beautiful angel behind him saying, well done. You know? So it's like, pat yourself on the back for how far you've come and what you've done. You've done a good job. You've worked really hard and you have reaped your rewards. And possibly, maybe what they're saying is the seeds that you have planted, just like the seeds that the squirrel has dropped, right, and planted, they've rooted. But maybe they have to have a little bit of time to develop. So while you are waiting for this to develop, that's where the next one's to come up and grow. That's when you're going to be, you know, looking ahead to see where do I want to go next? What is it that I want to learn? What is it? And you're constantly moving forward. It's never a time to sit. But you can use this downtime to daydream and focus and look to the future, basically, is what they're saying. And even if you don't see progress being made on the surface, just like when the squirrel dropped its nuts, you know, it took a little while before they took root and they started to grow. But there were things going on underneath that the squirrel and us may not see. So they're basically saying, you know, there's progress being made even if you think that you don't see anything. And as we see in the picture, I'll show you again, this project is completed, right? His garden's done. So if you're at the end of a project, that's when, again, you know, where do I want to go next? Do I want to try something different? Do I want to go in a new direction? If you are at the end of a project, they're saying don't stick around, you know, wait around too long in the same spot. You know, think about where you want to go and get moving. Because the next adventure is waiting your attention, right? That's why he was all excited and he's got his staff ready to roll. So you're kind of like, if anything, you're at a temporary pause. You possibly are in that spot, or like I said, and this is a welcome break where you can figure out where you're going to go next, or you're planning on, you finish this, you're wrapping things up and you're going to start moving forward. But it's all about determination and moving forward. So that's that message. I've got a lot of talking going on with the ravens out there. I wish they would come a little closer. They're so beautiful. They're very, very big. You know, we see a lot of crows. Crow, walk your walk, talk your talk. But the ravens are, you know, you kind of got to go out into the fields here or up into the mountains a little bit before the ravens show up. I wish a squirrel would come in that tree. I could see a squirrel home right there. See that little hole, knot hole? I want to go climb that. That looks super cool. Okay, the next message is our Ace of Raphael. This is Archangel Raphael. He's the healing angel. Now, before I read it, I'm going to look. He's standing on a rock. Wings are open. Green, the color of healing. Also the color of love in your heart chakra. We see two dolphins. Dolphins represent play. There's a pair of them. And water represents emotions. The water is calm. So it says a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, or deep lasting and spiritual insights. So all of these things come into play when we look at this picture here. This could be at the beginning of a new love coming into your life. A person who literally fills you with joy, jumping for joy. That's what we see with these dolphins. You might find yourself falling in love, making a very deep personal commitment to a new person, or maybe this is a recommitment in a relationship. This might be a new friend coming into your life, but it's definitely a positive emotional experience that's going to make your life much more enriched and happy. Also at this time, as they said, it's a time of profound spiritual insight. So you might be having a lot more learning coming to you, gifts that are opening up. The message I'm getting home is where the heart is. Also, there could be a gift coming from somebody very special to you. They're also telling you to trust your intuition, trust the things that you're getting that to lead you to the happiness that you are looking for. Oh, what do we have? Two doves. Oh, three doves. Three doves. Doves! My hat fell off. I got so excited. Three doves. Okay, first of all, the two doves, that made me think of, you know, we're just talking about a pair, right? We're just talking about a new romantic emotional experience. So we see the pair of doves coming because doves represent love, harmony, peace, soulmate connections. But then the third one joined them. So to me, it's the three, spirit, and these two coming to, look at my hands, I'm getting all excited. The two came, and then the other one flew in. So it's joined them. So this is a spiritual union that's going to be, and that's why they're saying, listen to your intuition and pay attention to how Spirit's guiding you. It also shows you that Spirit is guiding this relationship to you, bringing this to you, and it's blessed by Spirit. Oh, that was an amazing, amazing, amazing message for us to have come in right then. How exciting. And they were so quiet. That's another message. It may sneak up on you. You know what? They say, don't go look for love. Shine love, be love, and allow it to come to you and find you. They were so quiet. It came so quietly, and all of a sudden they were just there. And then Spirit came with them, and they flew off together. So it's like, and you're going to, oh, that's another message. So this one that's coming in, it's going to help you. It's going to help you with your spirituality. I feel like your gifts are going to expand, and you're going to learn from each other, and you're going to rise higher when you join with Spirit, because that's what just completely happened, and that's what's coming. That's very exciting. I'm very, very excited about that myself. Ooh. Okay, the next message and our last message. Oh my goodness! I wonder if I can hold this. I want to get my hat. It doesn't blow down the hill. Oops. Hold on. Okay, so what we have here is the Knight of Gabriel. I don't know how you guys want to call it. Some people call her Gabrielle. Some people call it Gabriel. Gabriel is an angel that is and basically male or female. They're androgynous. Angels don't have a gender. So it's whatever you want it to be. I've always seen Gabriel as a female because she's the angel that's connected to the animals, to the forest, and that's me. So I always believe that's who Gabriel is representing. So you see this girl and she's on the horse. The horse represents forward movement. It's beautiful. Conditions are nice, right? Just light clouds in the sky, and she's moving forward. So it's saying, be confident, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic. It's time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing what to do. So, sorry. Ugh. I'm not able to get my my breathing under control yet. So basically they're saying there's some kind of a situation in your life that you need to move forward on. Now's the time. It's time to get going. It needs your full and undivided attention. Like, remember the squirrel? I forgot to say with the squirrel. What the squirrel also represents is get ready for big changes. Remember they were saying get prepared. Remember we were talking about cleaning things out and letting things go so you can move forward. This is all because things have stopped. We're not in a place of stasis anymore. This is a time where you're being asked to move forward. So now's the time, is what she's saying. And actually you're probably pretty excited about because it's probably something that you've wanted to have happen. And they're asking for you to think things through clearly, as carefully as you can. Just because it's happening quickly doesn't mean that you're going to act rashly. They want you to use your head along with your heart and get moving on it. They're saying that you're going to instinctively know which direction to go because, as we saw with the dove flying in, Spirit's guiding this. And the angels have got our back, right? So you're going to kind of like be guided to move. Like I said, when I was trying to find the place to come up here, I asked and I just followed my instincts and saw the raccoon, went that way. And raccoon talks about being resourceful and using your resources. So you're going to be guided and you're going to figure it out. You're going to move in the great direction. Most likely because you're going to be so passionate about it. It's going to be something that you so want that nothing's going to get in your way, nothing's going to stop you. Man, the light looks cool shining through like that, doesn't it? Now, also this could represent a person in your life. This could represent somebody who has immense self-confidence, somebody who's always ready for adventure. I can relate to this person. Somebody who's very loyal and generous of spirit, somebody who's courageous, enthusiastic, charismatic, probably impulsive because we've had the squirrel. Could represent a person like that in your life as well. Maybe this is the person that is the romantic interest that's coming into your life, Maybe that's what they're trying to show us. Oh, I want to walk a little bit, and hopefully I won't slide down the hill. I'm going to let you guys look around because this is too gorgeous. I love the snow. Oh, my God. I love it here. What else? They're also saying it's about being single-minded, focused. Like I said, having a passion for moving forward. Look at the little stump they gave me. Perfect little spot for me to sit, right? Where's my hat? Over there. Okay, it's not as easy to walk around. My boots are not grippy boots. I was going to stop at my little super cool secondhand store my girlfriend owns, Ritzy Rags, plug for Mo, and pick up these cool hiking boots that I saw, but I thought, I got to get up here before it gets too dark. But anyway, those are our messages, and we're going to walk around a little bit to see if I can, try not to fall. While we see if I can find any other totems. I do have something else that's coming to me as well as we walk along here. This tree that fascinates me. This tree talks about that we have got, we talked about that we were rooted, right? That we had sown our seeds and they were coming to fruition. Woo! Talks to me about being deeply planted. We're in a solid place. We're in a place of stability. We're in a place of, like this tree. The tree represents to me being rooted and in our foundation is strong. I mean, look at this thing. It's out the side of a mountain. Nothing's going to pull this thing out of the mountain except for maybe an earthquake or a rock slide, but there's really nothing above us. So it tells us that we're in a really good place. It tells us that we're firmly rooted for the adventure that we're going on next, for this romance that's coming. It shows to me that this romance has got strong roots. It's grown over time, and it's something that has developed a grounding to the earth. How do I explain this? It's not going anywhere. It's on a solid foundation, right? It's grounded. It's rooted firmly. It's going to stand the test of time, like a tree would stand the test of time. Also, this could refer to the work that you've done. You've grown like strong, like a tree. It also could say that you're being connected, and you're connecting more and more to Gaia and to nature, and which is connecting to spirit. It's also telling you, get outside and do that. Get outside and hike. Get outside and play like I'm playing. And what's really, 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 really important? Hug a tree. Do you have any idea how much wisdom a tree holds? They've been here. Think of how long it took for this tree to grow and the energy that holds inside of this tree. It's amazing. I'm a tree hugger. Totally. Woo! Always been a tree hugger. I grew up here. I grew up in the forest. So this to me is just... That's what this tree is saying. Look up that tree. Wow, you guys. Is that not incredibly beautiful? My hat went flying again. I keep dropping my hat. I wonder if I'm meant to go down here. Most likely. I'm telling you, these boots are terrible. Oh, check it out. There's somebody's camping down there. That is so cool. Can you see them? What if you guys can see? Down through the trees. I'm going to back up because I don't want to bug them, but they probably just heard the whole reading. Can you see down there? Love that. I think it's also a message to me that I'm going to be going camping in a tent in the mountains because I've just seen that. That's my plan. Okay, so you guys can take whatever you want from the rest of this and you can apply it. Ooh, houses. You can apply it in your life however you wish. And as I'm climbing back up and trying not to drop my phone, I'm going to tell you that if you'd like to follow me, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Google+, I'm on Facebook under Sherri Columbus Angels Whisper, I'm on Angels Whisper Sherri Columbus, whoa! Where else am I? I'm on YouTube, where all of these videos go. If you'd like to subscribe on my YouTube channel, you'll get notification when the videos are up and running. And if you would like to go to my website is www.thewhispersofangels.com. And I do dream analysis, and I do life coaching, and I also do readings, personal readings. And what else do I do? Oh, Reiki. I'm a Reiki master, so I do long distance Reiki. So if any of these things appeal to you, the sun is here. This is perfect weather. I would welcome you to join me on my website. Also, come join me on Angels Whisper. My friends and I all post spiritual posts, and so I don't always just have my stuff, but I also have things from my friends that I share. And it's all very, very beneficial. And when you're looking for messages, looking for guidance, social media is actually a place that can really be helpful. I had a discussion with somebody I loved once, and he didn't like it. He said he thought it was a downfall of our culture. Mind-sucking. And I thought, I listened to him and I thought, I can understand that, because it can be a place where people can be mean. People can use the internet to bully. They can use the internet to spread negative messages. But I was actually guided by Spirit to use the internet because you can reach many, many people at one time. And so it's all about how you use it, right? It's all about, just like the squirrel's voice, it's all about how you use your speech and your ability to communicate. And so for me, I know that it's very positive because I was actually guided and told to do it that way. And he listened and he said, I'm processing. So he heard me. And later on, he actually went on my LinkedIn site and liked, or endorsed me, my work. And what did he endorse of all the skills that I have listed there? social networking. So I guess the message was, I can see that it's done some good. So if you are looking for answers or messages, if you're trying to figure something out as far as just, your path and spirituality, do scroll through. It does help if you are connected to people that are spiritually minded. So that's why I would encourage you to come to my page or to, any other pages of my friends, because most of my friends are connected spiritually and very aware of their connection to spirit, and that it's important for them also to share when they have something of benefit for others. So those are all my plugs. Those are all my messages. I'm going to let you guys go before this ends. I'm stoked that this message didn't get cut off. Yay! So you guys have a great day. Clearly I'm going to have super, super fun. I've still got lots of sun left, and it's a perfect temperature up here. It's crisp, definitely crisp, and I'm glad I've got my little hoodie. I can do the whole snow girl thing, or I can have my cute little hat, whatever. But so don't laugh. It's actually cooler than it might look. But it's not too cold. It's perfect. All right, thank you, Creator, for giving me this incredible place, and I'm going to let you guys take a look around again. Look at this. Oh my God, seriously? How can you not just totally say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for this?